Hi guys! We're doing it, Shadow of War. Now, as you might have noticed, there's a bit thinger here called Continue Story. I have played this game quite a bit, like when it first came out, because I wanted to know, I had to like understand what it is I'm gonna do. So Ed, we be a deer and like go on like the right side of the screen or whatever, and showcase what we'll be doing. The way it's gonna work out is the normal episodes that you're used to gonna be comprised of either one of two things. Either story missions, because they accelerate the story and they move the game along or whatever, or me tackling the fortresses, because in my experience of doing fortresses, it takes about 45 minutes to go through a whole thing. It's a giant endeavor. And I feel like that's deserving of an episode. I mean, it's totally optional, mind you. Sorry. But yeah, it's basically just that. That's how I just see it. And then the .1 episodes are going to be when I do the Elfin missions, when you play Collectibles, and just basically me messing around. Because the only way you get experience, to get like skill points or whatever, is if you do the Nemesis missions. So when I actually do that, I want to get some levels and whatever under my belt, and get some new gear, and generally just messing around. That's the .1 episodes, but in between the normal episodes. So like if I want to do like a bunch of, if I go into a new area and I have to like tackle the new orcs and whatever, I have to start branding them all and doing all that malarkey. That all happens in .1. And then off camera, there are all the collectibles you can get. The Shillow's memories, the Gondorian artifacts, and the Eldrick's word thingies, a little poem thing. I might do the poem itself in a whole episode, maybe, who knows? I don't know if it's gonna be .1 or whatever. But most of that I'll be doing off camera. And don't worry, I won't be killing any orcs in the middle of that, because I'll try to avoid them all. So, most people who hate this game understand that it's all about the third act grindy bit, but I can almost guarantee you that it's not going to be grindy for me. Because when I figured out you could do this, when you could delete your old save game, but all the things, all the boosts you bought, all the unused training altars, and all the orcs that haven't been deployed, as well as the unopened chest, the key word here is unopened chests. That means if I spent literally every dime of my old money, mind you, that was occurred in-game, no transactions at all, and I bought them all in chests, then they apply to this new save game. And I'm not going to open them, and there's a reason for that. Because the chests that you open, the items inside are tiered to your level. So if you wait until level 40 to unlock them, or level 50 or whatever, aka third act, then they are all at that level. So you just basically had a bunch of just chests in the reserve, waiting for you. And that applies also, spoiler alert, to the orcs. Anyway, let's get right into it. Because I know how the game actually works, I'm gonna play Nemesis. Now, when the game says smarter and more adaptive, that means I don't want to talk about it. It's really awful. So let's just jump right into it. I should also mention there's a huge giant like plot hole in the beginning of the game, where the whole point of Tyrion doing all this malarkey in the first game was so that he wanted to die and join his family. Well, in the beginning cutscene of this game, he has the opportunity to kill himself. Like, for real. And what does he do? He walks away and tries to find Collectibles for some bloody reason. It's the biggest plot hole in the entire game. And I don't know why they just tried to roll with that. There's another. Yep, yeah, there is. Second loading screen. Anyway, I don't understand the point of the story. Oh. Also, it's been like a month since I played this game, so I kind of don't remember much of it.
I had a family once.
We know.
A wife.
This is
We know.
beautiful.
And a son. And I buried them along with everyone I even knew. What has happened to me? Am I dead?
You were banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. You're bound together, Tal.
Who are you, Wraith?
I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the Rings of Power.
Celebrimbor, greatest smith of the Second Age. Sauron deceived you into making the rings. He tortured both you and your kin.
Perhaps that pain is what connects us.
I should have died with my family.
I thought you wanted revenge. But there is only one way to close the circle. To defeat Sauron.
The time has come for a new ring.
So that's cool and all, but like as you'll see, he'll make the ring and then something extra will happen. Something very interesting. Also, this prologue / first chapter is pretty useless.
Is ending. I have seen it. I have felt it. In the fires of Mount Doom, a ranger and a wraith, bound together in death, craft the one thing that could challenge the Dark Lord. A ring of power. Power can blind those who seek it, and even the strongest bonds can be broken. The future I have seen cannot come to pass.
Celebrimbor.
Death calls to
here
you
it
again,
is.
Ranger. How do you answer?
So this is what I'm talking about. At this point in the time, he's actually... Oh, look at that clipping issue.
Italian. This is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor. What's wrong, my love?
The past is the past. Nothing can be changed.
We must leave this place. We can go now.
What's in rings? What it is?
Wow.
The Wraith calls to you. I call to you.
Wraith! Where are you?
I like how he calls him, like, Wraith, even though he knows his name.
Your way was for you. He calls your name.
So if you wonder who the lady is, well, it took me a while to figure it out because it's been such a long time since I've seen the 3 movies. You know, the original 3 movies. Can I play the game now? I know I have to do tutorial and all, but it's gonna it really. The whole like first chapter is a giant tutorial, and you can't skip it either. I need my powers, don't I? Shame. Balls to you. Balls to you. Don't even care. Don't be, buddy. I do. What's the bloody point then? Ow. I do love this combat. It's very, like, soothing. You want a piece of me?
It's clear.
Give me your life force. Where's my prompt game? I can't steal from you. Oh. Stop it. Oh. Stop it. Give me your life essence. You.
It's clear.
We go. Fuck, I care in the world. I'll check out the sprint button. I always forget about the sprint button.
We must defeat her.
It's so useful. There he is. Calabrimbo.
Calabrimbo, what has been done to you?
You've kept us waiting.
Free him!
Spider does not forfeit his prey, Ranger. Not unless a greater has set free. I called you here for a reason.
You will return him to me. Now.
You are brave. For a man. But it is not your sword that will save him. How much are you willing to sacrifice? To suffer.
I have given up everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
You want
Here
the
comes.
ring?
You would give me the ring for the wraith.
And find myself beside him in your web.
I am Shelob, and I deal only in truth. I wouldn't give it up either.
Wait. Take your price.
I'm impressed, Ranger. He must mean something to you. Go to your puppet before he dies.
You have doomed us, Talia. Her power was vast before, and now you have given her mine. I poured my life force into that ring.
Then we must take it back.
The war you came came to fight is not here. The ring is lost. So look to Minas Ithil and the Dark Lord's armies that surround it. Look to the Palantir. Sauron will not stop until all of Middle-earth is dominated.
The Palantir must be protected.
Nemesis Ithil. I must know if Shelob's vision holds true.
And off we go. So, Shelob, if you don't remember, is the stupid giant spider that almost kills Frodo at the beginning of the third movie. Yeah, apparently she's a woman, and apparently she's like an actual like entity that chooses to be a spider for whatever reason. I don't know. It's weird. I guess the movies didn't really capture that all that well. Anyway, so the thing I was trying to drive at was that the second he gave up the ring, he actually like went back to be immortal, and he actually was about to die permanently this time. So there's two separate times. The first time was when he crafted the ring, and he was lying on the ground, and the second time was when he gave up the ring. Both times he could have just died instantly and permanently. But he chose not to, even though he really wants to die and be with his family or whatever in the afterlife or whatever. And so this whole game is based on the idea that he doesn't want to do that. For whatever reason. Even though that's been his entire driving force in the first game. Act 1. Oh. Okay. I forgot how long it takes until we actually get access to, like, you know, the mini-map. It's like a little mission thing.
The spider
Oh, do I have my power yet?
Gondor's last fortress in Mordor cannot fall.
Because I know the game gives you like a power attack, and that thing is absolutely awesome. And I'll absolutely forget about using it. Look how small that title screen is. It's so tiny. You can barely even read the Middle-earth part.
The Palantir is our concern. We must seize it before it falls into Sauron's hands. With it, his armies will be unstoppable. The fate of the city matters not.
I will not let them be slaughtered like my brothers at the Black Gate.
What are you gonna do? You're only one person.
Taking out the captain should buy the Gondorians some time.
And they could lead us to the Palantir. We must find a worm and make him talk.
Alright, off we go.
What are we even waiting
Okay, hold on. Do I have my... Do I...
A miracle to find it.
It popped up for like a split second. Hold on.
Take the lowest city, you're a grunt.
Oh,
Take
I
the
don't
upper
have it,
city,
do I?
you're a
That's a
king.
shame.
There. His mind is weak. Who leads the search for the Palantir?
Yes. Here's this new screen of how to all this stuff. Game, you're not gonna let me like access to it? What a
Captain
bastard.
leading the search is in the lower city.
Hold on, hold on. Go to details. So he's dazed by stealth attack. He's damaged by executions, which I do not have, and stealth attacks. He's an advanced. He's a commander. So, oh, yeah, okay. Arrow-proof, fire-proof, poison-proof, and beast-proof. Wonderful. Oh, hey there, little lock screen. Oh, there's so many things, and I'm level 1. I don't have access to any of these. Okay.
Then he will go no further.
All right, off we go then. Oh, my bow. I don't even have my bow. What a freaking jip. Well, at least I have unlimited sprint. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's the Grey Walker. I thought he was dead. He is. Carrying the bow.
Oh, now I got my bloody bow.
Now you got.
It doesn't look
Not
good
even
for the
gonna bother.
Gondorians. We have to help.
The Palantir is a powerful artifact. If we were to possess it,
We could turn the tide.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen. Here's an arrow. You sprint again. Whee!
We need to
Boom.
target their captains.
Hold on. Hold on. Get that arrow. Super sprint!
He's close.
the Wraith world will reveal his presence. Bonk.
There he is. Doodle-doodle-doo. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh. I don't have Elven Swiftness. Why can't I have all my fun abilities? Oh, so...
Round and it's blue. They call it the Seeing Stone. You see that, then you come running to me. Do not touch it.
Man.
Now I'm gonna say that again. Do not touch it. If it doesn't kill you, then I will. What? Die, Talk!
Did you not?
I've heard stories about you and your wraith. Stories about how you can't die. Well, let's find out if they're true.
You're the bloody... Oh, that's right. That lady. Oh. Dog, where's my prop game? I just got a pot shot for no reason. Oh, stop it. Could you not? I'm trying to suck the life out of that guy, thank you very much. You. You're holding her own. Just sit here and watch.
Time!
I didn't even have to lift a finger. Yes, open your inventory and look at your wondrous new gear that gives you +2 attack. Now, if you're wondering how the inventory system works, it's a bit different. Basically, the way that I see it, have I experienced it, so your weapon does your normal attack, your dagger does stealth attack, your bow does range attack, your armor does your health, and your cloak gives you stealth, which I have no idea what that is, what it does, and how it benefits you. It's just an arbitrary number, because all these are pretty obvious, except for, you know, this one. And these numbers, these attack numbers, they only actually matter to characters that have a health bar. So that is beasts, and that is captains, war chiefs, and commanders. That's it. Has nothing to do with how much damage you do to grunts. And there's kind of a reason for that. Because when you get... what is it? The perfect counter, which is basically an upgraded version of the counter, you get this one. No, not this one. There it is, this one. Well-timed counters instantly kill enemy grots. Which, the whole point of that is that it basically means that you can instantly kill all the grunts relatively quickly. And that makes, you know, it very useful. But yeah, that's just to give you a summary.
Why are you out here alone?
My raiding party was trapped in the lower city overnight.
How many of you were there?
Not enough.
Wow.
Enos Ethel still stands.
For now.
We're about to lose the middle city, Ranger. They'll be closing the gate if they haven't already. We need to get up there as fast as we can.
I'll be right behind you. Wait,
What's your name?
what is your name?
Idril,
Talia.
don't fall behind, Talion. We've lost enough men today.
Please. Here we go.
You hear that, Ranger? They're closing the gate.
Oh no.
Sergeant Tarandor's going to need our help. Let's move.
Alright, lead the way. Pick up these arrows real quick. Oh, she can go for it, okay. Look at all those.
But thank you.
Do I get my power attack now? Ooh, wow. Oops. Could you not? I'm on fire now. You guys will do no such thing. Give me your life essence. Oh, I'm about to die again. Where's he, Joel? It's all the way over there.
This is just like Shelob's vision.
If Sauron's forces get to Palantir, all of Middle-earth will share the same fate. You made a mistake coming here!
So, unlike the first game, where you get like experience killing like random orcs, yeah, you don't get experience doing that. You only get experience from killing captains associated to Nemesis Missions, which is really specific. Very nice bow you have there. The chance thing would have happened to it. Let's go. Come on.
We've lost the middle city. Rally at the gate.
Keep moving! We'll cover your retreat! Die, you miserable demons! To the gate!
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you. I'm faster than all of you combined.
Join us. The gate is closing.
Look at all those bending arrows. The gate?
Middle city is lost.
Pull it back! Go! Go!
I hit the Y button, you twat.
We're pulling back! The middle city is lost! Not before we finish these filthy drugs!
Look at all these orcs. All the other ones I have to kill.
They're sealing the gate. Move out. Move out.
step, 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 step. Ow. I just got more health. You.
Faster, Ranger!
Move faster. I just caught up to you. If anything, you should be keeping up with me. She's pretty good. But I'm better.
Quickly, under the gate!
Get moving!
What are you doing?
I won't be long. Go.
Have the archers provide support.
I get my heavy attack. Oh, I love this thing. And down they go, clipping as they go down. Like a badass.
We've lost the Middle City. We made them pay for every inch of ground, but they now hold it.
Then our fate will be decided here. Our inner wall is our strongest. We have double their archer.
We cannot match the orcs for their numbers or ferocity.
Now, our people have held back Sauron's forces before.
But some things were lost forever.
Yes, of course they were.
Dear old
Go
mummy.
to the Great Hall. Secure the relics.
My place is here.
Make sure they are taken to Henathanum.
Is that an order?
You must understand. We must protect what is most precious
At all costs.
Yes. That is an order.
Then I'll see it done.
Yeah.
But I'll be back on the wall before their next assault.
A ranger from the Black Gate. I heard you were all dead.
You heard the truth.
If you've come to fight for Minas Ithil, Ranger, report to Captain Baron.
I've not come to join your army, John, but for the Palantir and its safekeeping.
Protect the city, and the Palantir will be safe. However, our raiding parties are targeting enemy captains in the lower city.
You wish to spread terror in the ranks.
Yes. It's about time we tasted fear.
The men are assembled, General.
Okay, this is around about the time I think they give you the access to the world map. Oh, leveled up! Awesome! Yes, of course, skill points. Now, here's the last little spiel I was going to go to before, you know. Oh, I'm just going to get up in agility? Fine. Oh, that's it? I don't get access to look at it?
Now.
Great.
The city
Awesome.
is weak and it will not hold for much longer.
But we cannot leave the Gondorians to their fate. Castamir is right. By protecting the city, we protect the Palantir.
Look,
The towers bear his mark.
those were my towers once. Now Sauron's corruption spreads beyond the borders of Mordor. He mocks me.
They give him sight.
Not without the Palantir.
Okay, so here's the whole world map. These are all like remember in the first game where you had to like go up to a tower and just hit a one button and boom you get it? Yeah, they changed that. they basically mixed the mixed that with how the Assassin's Creed do their stuff. It's a little different. I'll show you just for the sake of showing it.
We will dismantle his hold on Minas Ithil. We will shift the tide of war.
Yes, I know about Nemesis Missions. Okay, so let's see. We're not doing that because that's obvious. There's only 2 of these, so I'm gonna go do this one. These skulls are basically captains that you get to kill, basically. These missions are basically, you know, Nemesis missions, I guess. I guess you want to call them that. We're gonna do this first, just for the sake of doing it. Actually, no, there's one like right next to us, isn't there? Oh, I guess that's the mission then. Yeah, okay, fine. Might as well. Oh, this is so useful.
These Hydia are but dark imitations of the Palantir. But we can turn Sauron's low craft against him.
These towers can give us sight.
We will purify them and make them ours.
Purify.
Quadrara Kenedlin.
Here we see all
And then it
that has
turns to
been
my favorite
lost,
color.
and all that will be lost if his corruption is allowed to return.
Alright, so then you turn to this weird thing. And then it shows a little circle showcasing how close you are to a thing. And then you hit the right, you click on the right analog stick. And it gives you a collectible to go after. And you just do that over and over and over again until you get to all 3. It's actually pretty nice, pretty interesting minigame. But for the purposes of, you know, not needing to record myself do all this all the damn time, I'm not going to record myself doing all of them. I'm just going to do this first one because it's part of the actual story mission, but then the rest of them,
The city is
I'm just
built
gonna do
on
it for
the
myself.
ruins of my kingdom, yet some things remain. Those
and
are my
that's
barrows,
basically it.
still hidden from Sauron.
Oh, I cut you off. Sorry, mate. Now, these are what is called, oh, I get Elven Rage for doing this? Oh. Yeah. I mean, I'm about 40 minutes in, a little bit. Might as well do
Right.
one of these.
There I will show you why we must retrieve my ring.
So, I feel like I should mention this to people. If you're like heavy into Lord of the Rings lore, you probably shouldn't watch this. Because it's very loose. Like, they're talking about how Shelob knew Sauron, and how, like, Celebrimbor had a relationship with Sauron. It's just weird. It's weird. Really, really, really weird.
Seems quieter now.
Now, these missions are kind of weird, because you have to play as Celebrimbor, who has his own set of, like, abilities or whatever. Basically, whenever he gets a headshot in the bow mode, and when you're shooting a bow, you get all your focus back, which allows you to shoot more bows, until you run out. But apparently, I haven't quite tested it, but apparently I think your skills sort of, like, transfer over. So if you have certain, like, perks that benefit certain abilities, it gets, I don't know. I think this one's super easy. Ah, that's right. It tells you what the barrows are. Okay, so normally you have to find the barrows, you have to finally get to there, and it's basically like a little tomb. And all of the elven missions you do, because you can retry them over again, they all basically relocate to each barrows. Each area has its own barrows. There we go. There we go. Wow. Wow. Protected by powerful magic. We all used ours to complete the rest of aliens as must marched. Young Ranger.
And you had the One Ring.
Yes. And with it, I forged an army. Led charge against Sauron, much as what you're doing now. Wow, there's absolutely no game audio. Specifically for Celebrimbor. Sorry guys, this happened the first time, but no, this does not happen the first time. So, this is where like the game's gonna be like, hey, we're gonna make our own little lore, cause balls to you. So, yeah, we have... So Celebrimbor has his own army, just like you were to do in the first game and the second game. Elven Rage. So this is what I really don't understand about Elven Rage, because like in this little like clip, it shows you like literally going around whacking people to death, but when you actually use it, all you really do is just whip out your bow and shoot people in the face with it. It's actually really weird. Go do this. Hold on. Oh, I can't get Elven Rage yet.
I was determined to punish him for his treachery.
What you're supposed to do is do this. Go. Because you get Elven Rage by killing orcs. I don't have access to any of my executions, but I feel like I should have that by now. God damn it. Yeah? Yeah? I can't like, you know, I can't brand any enemies. Oh, I forgot I have this. I always forget about the power attack. So all you do is shoot your stupid bow the entire bloody time. Did I do it? Oh, it's so cool. Balls to you.
The new ring, our ring, is not marred with his shadow. It is perfect.
So what I don't understand about that little vision is that in the previous visions, Sauron tricked Celebrimbor to make it the ring, and then he used the ring to raise an army and kick the shit out of Celebrimbor. In this memory, Celebrimbor kicked the shit out of Sauron, then he gave him the ring because Sauron's a dick. So I don't understand. Then it makes two conflicting memories. So the other reason why you do these little elven missions mainly is to get the second objective, which gets you an additional skill point. So here's the reason why you do them in the first place. Completing all the missions of the Celebrimbor missions gives you the Bright Lord's rune. And then if you complete all the missions by perfecting them all, aka doing all three objectives, and mind you, they get progressively harder, as you might expect, you get his hammer, which is another legendary item.
The ring is lost for now, but we can still secure the
so I get to
Palantir.
use... Unlock a skill. Now, here's the issue. This is what I don't really like about these upgrade points is that you only can access one of them at a time. You can swap them out at will, mind you, but you can only have one. That's great! Except for Drain. Like Drain, you recover lost health, right? One of the abilities allows you to get all of your health shot, and the other one means so you fully recover your health. Really useful, right? But one of them is Domination. And when you unlock this particular one, you have to choose between this one, or this one, as opposed to getting, you know, all three of them for some reason. In a game that has you become really overpowered, and the fact that you have to pick your overpowered abilities, it kind of seems rather unfair. Like, this shouldn't be there. It should just be like unlockable passive ability, and then you get to pick one of these two. I would have been totally okay with that, but no, because like some of the abilities, like Mighty Shot, for example, where you turn your you can imbue it with fire, with frost, or with poison, and that makes sense because you can't have all three. But for some abilities, it just seems rather like dumb. Like I don't like Perfect Time, for example, the Perfect Counter. You either can do it so that it recovers one health shot, which is pretty nice. You either gain Might, which is an ability used for this, the execution, or you insta-kill people. It's like, some of the choices are pretty nice, and some of them just aren't very nice. Critical Strike, which is, everyone should know that one. It's just, some of them are great, some of them aren't. I would love to spend, I would gladly spend money on like a little add-on, so that that there's no limit. You can just put as many as you want. I don't care if it's cheaty. It just makes me feel, you know, powerful, I guess. Okay, and I'm going to pick Execution because you really can't do much without it. Oh yeah, this thing. This is like how the first game was like, where you basically you're able to gain quote unquote might, and when you get charged all the way up, then you're able to use do execution. The way it is normally is that it's just a ball you fill, and it stays with you after combat, and it goes down if you get hit. That's really nice. Okay, so I'm 47 minutes, about 50 minutes in. All got a gem too. The first one's always free. So these gems, they do different ones, and the way it works is that 3 of any type will allow you to upgrade to the next tier. That's basically it in a nutshell. So because I'm putting on, I don't want to put on a weapon. That's dumb. I don't know, like 1,000? God damn it. Why not? So because depending on where you slot the gem in, it does different things. So for armor, which would be these two, it would increase the experience you gain. And then put on any weapon, and increases the chance that being killed by that weapon they would drop, I guess, money. And then you put on we put it on as a rune, which is for your ring, which you get later. It just increases their levels as they get recruited. Okay. What else are we doing? So we already did one of those. We got access to a few of these. So there's this thing we could do. Actually, no, that's the old one we did. See, this one requires you having Shadow Strike to even bother doing this one. So, okay, guys, I think I'm just gonna call it here. You might just do, just for the funsies, we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then I'll just call it. I don't know how to get out of here. Caragors! Hey there, old buddy. You good? You good? You nice? You happy? Nope. Okay. Well, goodbye. Bye go. wait till I get my double jump. Oh my god, it's be so much fun to have a double jump. Alright. Gonna kill some captains, gonna get some experience. Oh, it's gonna be great.
I don't have a problem killing Northmen, but their stench is brutal.
Treasure orcs. Yes, I know. They have a little icon above their heads. Hi.
I thought you. Oh, he's not so bad.
Oh, I keep forgetting have this. Always forget about the power attack. So in the beginning, until you hit level like 15. Oh, that's great. What, they all die? Already? Oh, that's right.
You, maggot! Why do you even bother? The Nazgul are here. Nothing will stop them, and
I
nothing
might
will
have to
save
go.
your
I might
city.
die here. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Game, let me... Oh my god! Let me go into bow mode! Thank you very much. I was trying to go and hit with a bow. It's like, nah. We're not gonna do that. Balls to you. And just like that, I didn't get any experience for killing him or doing the quest. So you actually have to complete the quest in the way that it wants you to complete it, or else you don't get any experience whatsoever. I'm hitting B. Come on. Okay, I'm calling it here. Alright guys. I guess next time you see me, I will do all of these and get all the collectibles. I won't spend any of their skill points because, you know, that's the fun part. Okay? Okay. See you! See you, bye!